Hey and welcome to my vlog! Welcome. I feel like I'm bringing you into a new world. Welcome to my vlog. I am Shanice. This is lovely to meet y'all. Yeah, I can't believe we're actually doing this. It's 2019 and I'm finally doing this. But there's no time like the present. That's not actually the saying I was looking for. I was trying to think of better late than never. Thank you for joining me on my first vlog. Today you're gonna be getting ready with me. I will show you how I did this face. Yes. This is not a makeup tutorial, disclaimer. I can show you the products I used to achieve this face, but probably did some bits wrong. Your girl's learning still. But yeah, a bit of a chat, you'll get to know me, I'll get to know you, and we'll become best friends. I'm so nervous. Can't believe that I'm actually here. Hair by K-Wigs. Hair by K-Wigs. Hair by K-Wigs. So I usually use Estee Lauder's Double Wear foundation and all my friends keep telling me about NARS. I've bought this one. All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. Yes. I'm sure it is great. Loads of people rave on about it. Loads of people love it. But it was actually a lot more watery than I thought. Like, I don't know what I was expecting, but it just wasn't that. So I am Shanice. For those of you who don't know, some people pronounce it Shanice. You know, like one thing that I actually can't stand. It's like, okay, imagine you're on the phone to like a customer service or something, and they're like, oh, can I take your name? And like you spell it out for them, and they're like, yeah, okay, thank you, Charlene. Did I say Charlene? No. Yes, I know I have a nail missing. That's how we started 2019. Yeah. I work at ASOS. Okay, look, I know that you're actually supposed to pump this on your hand, but you can clearly see my hands are full because I'm holding the mirror. Oh, I guess I could pump. And I also do freelance styling and I run my own company, Blazed UK. If you haven't checked it out, go and check it out. Don't know what you've been doing. Clearly not living your best life. So I mentioned before that I have a platform called Blazed. And it is all online and it focuses on celebrating the UK urban culture and like the creatives within it. Because I kind of felt that for a while, a lot of like the people in front of a camera are really praised. And even like things like that has kind of only been more recent. And I just thought it would be fair that we actually start noticing like videographers and editors, and like not even just in the terms of like filming, but also like spoken word artists and poets and writers, and do you know what I mean? Like there's so many creatives that people don't always consider. So the platform's kind of to focus on showcasing them as well as like the people that we all know and love, because they're still great too. But I've been doing that now for just over a year as well. Everything that I've done is just over a year. I've been working at ASOS just over a year. I moved to London just over a year ago. I started Blaze just over a year ago. Because it basically all happened within the same month. I think if you feel like you have a business that you want to start, or a blog, or YouTube, or whatever it is, like just do it. I spent so long procrastinating. And like, I know like you literally think, okay, yeah, but who's gonna watch it? Like, for all I know, no one could watch this. Or like, no one could have ever gone on Blazed. Just like, that can apply to anything, do you know what I mean? But until you do it, like, you just won't know. And like, half the time when you do it, you're so happy that you did, and you end up completely falling in love with it. So I think that should be your mantra for 2019. Just do it. Realise that kind of belongs to Nike. I said it and I was like, sounds really familiar. And I was like, okay, I clearly haven't made that little slogan up. But yeah, it is what it is. 2018, what did 2018 teach me? Okay.
That's what we're going with.
I was gonna try and start on a positive, but Keisha's gone right into it. Men are trash.
Trash.
Trash. And that's that point for you. It's pretty self-explanatory. No, not all men are, because...
Yes, they are.
Okay. I also learned in 2018, persistence is so key. Oh my gosh. I think especially if you're planning to start doing like something of your own, it's literally like you feel like, okay, cool, you're getting somewhere, and then it can literally be like 5 steps forward, 10 steps back kind of vibe. And like sometimes it can be really off-putting, but you have to be persistent and you have to sort of take everything as a learning curve. Like when you have ideas about how something's gonna work, yes, it makes so much sense. But sometimes like when you then execute, it can actually be quite different. So just be very persistent and be like innovative and creative. If something hasn't worked the way that you planned, like maybe consider a different way of doing it, and just be really open to learning new things. Like I spent a lot of time around other creatives, and even if they weren't in the same field of sort of creativity that I was doing, you can still like learn a lot from other people. So definitely, you know when they're like, surround yourself with good people. Yeah, that vibe. Oh my goodness. My brushes that I'm using are very, like this brush, they all need cleaning clearly. It's not for nose contouring, but we went with it and we shouldn't have, and now we're here. You know what I actually fell in love with again? Reading. DJ Target released a book called DJ Target. I actually have the books. I'll show you the books. So this is the book from DJ Target. It wasn't even called DJ Target, that's the joke. So this is the book from DJ Target. It's called Grime Kids, and it actually only came out last year, I'm pretty sure. Thought it probably does say somewhere. But yeah, it's fairly new, and it's written like about his life and like about the grime scene and how it sort of started and grew, and it includes like bits from other grime artists as well, like as in how like when them... What am I saying? I would highly recommend this book if you've not read it. The other book that I read last year that was incredible. If you have not read this book, you need to go and buy this book. Like, I actually love these both the same. I would actually strongly recommend anyone to go and buy them. Even if you're not really that into grime music, but you're just into music in general, it's really interesting, so strongly recommend this one. This one is literally like about what it's like to basically be a black girl and be trying to progress in the industry and just progress in life. It's just really informative, and as a black girl, when you read it, you do relate to so many things in here. Sometimes you're actually laughing. Like I read it on the train and I was just like, look at life. And then my mama got me these books for Christmas and I'm so excited to read. So I've got this one, which is sort of like Wiley's documentary about his life in the grime scene. And this one. Yeah, I just, sometimes when I'm traveling on the tube or like even buses, I just feel like a bit anxious. And when I read the books, I don't feel anxious. So that's actually how I started to get into the reading in the first place again. And fell in love with it. Something else though, I love grime music. So my dissertation that I did, how long ago was that?
2 years ago.
So 2 years ago, when I did my dissertation, I actually did it very much involving a lot of grime music. So I studied fashion, business and promotion at Birmingham City University. I did my dissertation around the title Urban Culture, an honest reality of violence and criminality, and I looked into whether like the things that we talk about through like lyrics and in songs, is that like just a depiction of the life that we live, or is it the, you know, when people are like, that's why it's violence. How true is that? And I used Kendrick Lamar's song Alright as my literature piece and his lyrics as the chapters of my book. So the first chapter was Homie, I'm Fucked Up, and it looked at where we as the urban community, and urban's not being specific to black here, like it's just urban interests, We as the urban community are at fault for sort of talking about certain topics and like, is that actually causing people to be more violent, this, that, the other. The second chapter was Homie, You Fucked Up, looking at where the industry plays a role and the fact that they are a huge factor in this, and when the blame and backlash comes, do they really step in? And the last chapter was, but if God's got us, then we gon' be alright. Yeah, which was like recommendations and how, like, what we can do to strengthen the urban community and like resolve some of the issues that I spoke about. And that was actually how Blazed got started. Like, that was the sort of like the foundation of the idea, plus whatever I'd said before. Do you want to know a crazy fact? When I was younger, I was so obsessed with this song that I actually planned to get a lyric tattooed. Yeah, my mum said no. I have tattoos, but my mum said no to that one. Thank God. I actually completely forgot to tell you about any products I'm using. To bake my face, I used Laura Mercier, literally just loose setting powder. I mentioned I use NARS, and I use this in the colour Macao? Macao. It's probably not even Macao. I have used this MAC blusher and it is in the shade Raisin. In concealer I use the Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer in the tone Medium Dark Warm. So they have like warm and neutrals. For me, the warm works better. For contouring my face, I put like a drop of this on my hand and then I get like a drop of any moisturizer, put it on my hand and like rub it together so it makes it like thinner, so I can like actually blend it into my face, because obviously it's meant to be a foundation and it's quite thick. And then I literally use the Sleek Contour Kit in the medium to just go over it, and it's like a little 3 palette thing, and I only use like these two. I'm trying to not use the broken nail. Look out. I think that's literally all the products I've used so far, so I've literally just got to highlight my face, and for that I'll be using Fenty. But this is in the colours, it's a Kilowatt Highlighter, Girl Next Door and Chic Freak. Oh my goodness, so do you remember like songs like this are literally what I love? Other person that I can never get enough of is Huss.
If I can't have you, nobody can. Bare face so they all know who I am. If you saw what the skeng done to the man, you wouldn't look at me, you go look your friend. I will do like another video and go like a bit more into some of the songs that I love, and obviously my incredible dance moves. Another thing that if you know me, you will know I love my nails. Ignore that one has come off. But, so these nails were actually inspired by Supreme. They had a collection and it included the little skulls on it. Another thing that if you know me, you know I love sneakers. Sneakers, trainers, tomato. Yeah, I actually love sneakers. But just look how cute they are. Oh, look. It's just so... When I wear them, I will let you know how comfortable they are. I can do some little trainer videos for you if you guys love trainers just as much as me. Like, I just love them. I love a good tracksuit. Tracksuit gang, where you at? Where are you at? I could literally wear a tracksuit anywhere and everywhere. I would probably wear a tracksuit to my wedding. Say hi to my Instagram. Hi, Instagram. Imagine 2019 and you don't follow Blazed. I'm gonna hook you up, sis. Sis. Thank you so much for joining me on my first vlog. I'm now just like a little YouTuber. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to give it the thumbs up and subscribe. Even put your little notifications on so when I do my next video, you're sure to find out about it. Thanks for joining me. Have a lovely, lovely day.
strangers, perfect pretenders. We're falling head over heels for something that ain't real. It can never be us, and just you and I. That's a sign out! Sign out! Yeah! 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 Yeah.